Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Frog Pond today. Sorry, this video is kind of a rush job. We have been getting a lot of news, and I mean a lot of news, very recently. So there's been a lot of stuff just splat right here. So we got a good bit to go over today, and I figured I just wanted to make a video, jump on this as soon as possible. So sorry for the lack of editing. Probably just gonna post this one raw, and I've like tried to record this 2 or 3 times already. I think that's the current count. And then just more and more information just keeps dropping over and over. So I've been keeping an eye on my Discord to get all of it pulled up so that I can get all of this set up for you guys to see. And yeah, so I'm kind of excited to show you guys what's been going on in SWGOH, because got a lot. And yeah, so we're gonna just get right to it. Alright, so first off, we've got the kit reveal for Maul Hate Fueled. Kind of insane kit so far. I'm not going to go through it too much. You're going to see probably plenty of videos on exactly what he does. But I believe he's going to want a lot of max health. So just in modding, you'll probably want to mod him for primarily max health. He gets a lot of offense. He's going to be a territory war character. So he's going to have, yeah, territory war Omicrons, which is a little sad, but he is an online force user, dark side online force user, so it's looking like you're going to be able to use him with Stranger, use him with Seer June, use him with Malicos, use him with Starkiller even, and I think that's where they said they'd try and position him, is around with Starkiller, but obviously just being an online force user, there's kind of a lot of that going on right now, so pretty useful. His kit looks really good as current. Obviously, he does have Territory War Omicrons, so that's kind of going to hurt his usefulness maybe a little bit. Maybe just trying to sort of balance him out with how strong Malicos is in Grand Arena right now. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Anywho, Maul Hate Fueled looking pretty good. Pretty snazzy. Little spider legs Maul. And yeah. I mean, that's the number one thing. I wasn't gonna make a video on him, but there just keeps getting more and more news. So the second little bit of news is kind of a big one here. And actually, I guess we'll go into this first. There have been no. We'll go with, okay, so the new Conquest character also just got revealed. And being someone who is really into Old Republic content, that's kind of my favorite era of Star Wars. So I was really excited to see the new Conquest character revealed as Satele Shan. Wow, where did this come from? Okay, CG out here starting us with a very crisp win in terms of stuff that we're getting for 2026. I am all for this. I've been preaching for a while that I really wanted some cool Old Republic content, and cool Old Republic content we get. Wow. Okay, so we will actually do a little bit of a kit reveal here for her, since the kit is not posted in any of the data mines. However, you can just go ahead and look at it in game yourself if you want, or you can just, you know, watch the video. That's pretty cool too. And then we'll be going over the feats to get her later. She will be the next Conquest unit coming up, as well as a lifter for Old Republic. So her lead is quite verbose, and she's a Grand Arena character. So, our favorite. I am excited for this one. Anyways, so Old Republic allies, this is your lead by the way, are going to have 50% max protection and offense, doubled for Old Republic Jedi, which is a huge deal. It's going to make Jedi Knight Revan hopefully hit quite a bit harder. And then whenever a marked enemy damages an Old Republic ally, that ally recovers protection equal to the damage received at the end of their turn. Oh, that is pretty intense. So she is a tank, so she'll likely be taunting. And she's likely going to be quite the pesky tank to get down, as is seeming right now. While she's taunting, whenever an Old Republic ally is damaged, that ally gains high morale for 3 turns, which I guess we'll get into later. This is my first look at the kit, by the way. So this is completely a blind response to it, a blind reaction to it. So whenever an Old Republic ally is going to attack out of turn, they reduce their cooldowns by 1, and if the target enemy is marked, reduce the cooldowns by 2 instead. Okay. That's pretty strong. We always like cooldown reduction. However, Leia will prevent cooldown reduction, so probably won't beat her. That's fine. On-GL not beating Leia. That's darn real tragic. Anyways, so whenever an enemy resists a debuff from an Old Republic ally, inflict tenacity down on them for 2 turns. Also pretty strong. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with a debuff from an Old Republic ally, also inflict those enemies with also inflict speed down on them for 2 turns. Also very strong. While Old Republic allies have Fearless, another new buff, I think. I'm not sure. I can't keep some of my buffs straight here. Anyways, they are immune to Doubt. So, yet another thing, just stabbing Malgus in the heart, as they like to do. I mean, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis did it. He kind of removed that team from defense, essentially. Team's not defensive viable anymore. His Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is such an easy. However, so Queen Amidala is also a really good counter for it, and now we're getting another Conquest unit that is just stabbing Malgus in the heart. Poor Malgus. He's still really good on offense, so... Anyways, Doubt is, a huge deal on Malgus' team. It's for them, though they aren't immune to Fear. I haven't seen that yet, so might still be viable. Don't know yet. We'll have to keep reading. Anyways, Older Republic Jedi allies with Legendary Battle Meditation, so direct callouts to Bassa Shan. Very cool. And they'll be immune to daze. Oh, maybe she'll give it 2. Ooh, that'd be cool. Okay, anyways, they'll be immune to daze whenever an Old Republic Jedi ally ends their turn. If no other allies have Legendary Battle Meditation, allied Bassa Shan takes a bonus turn. Neat. And then her Omicron, whenever an Old Republic Jedi ally attacks out of turn, they'll deal bonus true damage based on Satele Shan's max protection, so similar to JML. I dig it. And then if all allies are Old Republic, all allies are immune to stun, take reduced damage from percent health effects. Yeah, that is directly just... Yeah, that's hurting Malgus. And Fearless. I believe, Fearless makes them immune to fear. So, yeah. Very much a Malgus destroyer. Obviously, it should be. I mean, it's Satele Shan, for crying out loud. That's just proper. Anywho, so yeah, that's kind of nuts. And instant defeat immunity. Goodness. I swear, everybody's got to have instant defeat immunity. Is their favorite thing to put on any new tune they put out. Fine by me, but things are not looking for Jedi Master, looking good for Jedi Master Kenobi in today's day and age. And then would this be a Zeta? Yes, it would be a Zeta. Anything with a character level requirement on it is going to be a Zeta now, because all other abilities all other abilities are level lock, or not level lock. So, Legendary Defiance. Okay, 78. I thought they were level locked. Oh no, that's not for Conquest units. At 82, they are Zetas though. But this is just an Omega. No, this is yes, it's an Omega, but also a non-Zeta Omicron, I think. Anywho, well, I mean, we'll see. That's what I think, right? While she is taunting, she's gonna get protection up % turns. Whenever she is damaged, all enemies are immune to bonus turn meter gain. That's nasty. And all enemies are immune, and they can't assist while they are targeting Old Republic allies. Also gnarly. Wow, that is a lot of text in just a unique. Whenever she has protection, her health can't drop. Oh gosh, can't drop below 100%, and she can't be instantly defeated. Oh, okay. Whenever a marked enemy starts their turn, Satele Shan taunts for 1 turn. Whenever an ally reaches 75% health, she will taunt for 1 turn. So, persistent taunt. Very cool. Whenever she reaches 25% health for the first time, she recovers 100% health and protection. And then if Jedi Knight Revan is an ally, he also gets this benefit. Oh boy. So it's just a pseudo. It's another savior. It is another. Oh, this is nasty. I'm liking this. Whenever an Old Republic ally with less than 20% health is damaged, they equalize their health with the strongest enemy. Whoa. Okay. I don't think. I mean, we've had Geonosians that equalize theirs with each other, as well as Inquisitors, which equalize theirs with each other. But equalizing it with an enemy? And that's not just once per battle. Whoa. Okay, I might be misreading something, but that seems strong. And they get immunity from revive. I should have kept reading. What is this unique? What? So, oh my gosh. Their revives can't be prevented, which persists through defeat. So you can get her out of the way, and everybody can still be revived. Ugh, Jolie Bendo is going to be so good. All the people who reliced up and Zeta'd up Jolie Bendo, good on you. That's me too. Wow. Man. That is an insane Omicron. That is going to be nuts. Man, they're coming out swinging. And this is what Old Republic needed. Hands in the air, this is what Old Republic needed. This is great for them. Okay, please don't tell me she can, like, revive the whole team or something. Alright, so we'll go with the basic first. Obviously, this probably won't be too crazy. She'll deal damage to target enemy twice. If she's taunting, deal 20% more damage and inflict buff immunity. Pretty standard, very nice basic there. Target enemy is marked, deal an additional 25% damage and inflict healing immunity. Wow. Buff immunity and healing immunity on basics. Nice. And then she'll get protect up until the battle. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fun. That's a fun basic. And then she'll deal physical damage to target enemy for 2 and stun them for 2 turns. When she taunts, and then she will taunt for 2 turns. Okay, so it's not just a health threshold taunt. It will be applied on an ability as well. And then if Jedi Knight Revan and Bastila Shan are allies, this stun can't be evaded or resisted. Very nice. If the target enemy is already stunned, remove a 100% okay. Which also can't be resisted. If target enemy is marked, all Old Republic allies gain 100% defense penetration and offense. Man, for 2 turns. Okay. And then if she has defense up and tenacity up, she dispels them and gets perfect defense for 2 turns. Can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. If there are no allied galactic legends, all Jedi allies gain a stack of Jedi lessons for 2 turns, which is from Jedi Master Luke, so you can go ahead and read that there. Can't remember exactly off the top of my head what it does, but I think it just provides some stat bonuses as well as additional effects. And then, yeah, max of 3. And then all Old Republic allies also gain Fearless for 2 turns. There's that fear prevention again, and this time it's not attached to an Omicron. Which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Not a bad special. Okay, dispel all buffs on all enemies. Oh, mass buff dispel. Oh, love that. Deal physical damage to target enemy, then true damage equal to 20% of her max protection to all enemies. Ooh. That's okay. So, yeah. This is going to be very easy to mod. You're going to want protection on the arrow, protection on the triangle, protection on the cross, protection on the circle. Lots and lots of protection. Then daze all enemies for 2 turns, reduce their tenacity by 10% stacking until the end of the battle. On top of inflicting tenacity down, wow. Old Republic Jedi allies are going to recover 50 protection equal to 50 for max protection. And Old Republic attacker allies gain Jedi's will for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled, prevented, or dispelled or just. Then she'll get defense up and tenacity up for 2 turns. That's kind of insane. And then Omicron, enemies that are not dazed, at the end of this turn lose 10% max health stacking. And she gains that much max protection stacking. Whoa. That is okay. So, this seems pretty strong. Yeah. I am so excited to get her in game. Well, that's her kit. That seems... I like that kit. I like that kit. That seems like a strong kit and a fun kit and exactly what Old Republic could use. So, I mean, this is obviously just going to be an airball immediately. But I just kind of wanted to look at Old Republic Jedi and... Well, I mean, we got 5. So, yeah, I can use Satele, Basila, Jedi Knight Revan, Jolee, and Juhani. Even though Juhani does occasionally a Star Killer team, but that's only really in wars. I mean, that just gives her a nice home. I mean, to be fair. So, yeah, pretty cool. Honestly, I like it. Solid A grade. We'll have to see how she actually performs in game. But very potent kit for a very non-existent team. And I like that. Now, let's get into there's a few character updates as well as the Conquest feats. So, it looks like we've got no more news yet. Wow. Got a lot of stuff just like shadow dropped on us today. Anywho, so flicking over to my other tab and blinding myself real quick here and making myself... Well, actually, good morning. Sorry, my hair's a little disheveled. I was not expecting to just like out here and get all this today. Alright, so this is what we got right now. This is alright, so this is the post that we got for some character updates. So this is in-game today, I believe. So a few new things are farmable. Zuckuss as well as Forlom. Interesting, they're making them farmable at the same time. Kind of cool though. Rebel B-Wing is now farmable, so do by all means go get that. Very, very nice thing to have. Maul is in game right now, which I showed you a little bit earlier. Starting to get the new Bad Batch accelerated, which is pretty cool. If you still need them for the raid, that's nice. And then, so there will be a few bug fixes, grammar errors on Darth Vader, R2D2 not gain proper turn meter thanks to a datacron, episode points, description, just a few pretty minor bug fixes. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. That one was kind of annoying for some of those lightspeed token things. Anyways, so unit updates is Basila Shan. So her new final text, or there will be Basila Shan as well as Mission Bow. So her unique 2 is getting a rework or facelift. I don't know exactly what it is or what it was. Okay. But if Jedi Knight Revan is in the leader slot, Basila Shan and Jedi Knight Revan each have 70% accuracy, potency, tenacity. Jedi Knight Revan will also recover protection from Jedi or legendary battle meditation. And if Darth Revan is on the enemy squad, she'll gain advantage and retribution for 1 turn at the start of Jedi Knight Revan or Darth Revan. Like Shan. Dot Zion, that's a typo. Has okay, at the start of Darth Revan turns, she'll get 20 or 50% offense, I guess. Not quite sure what that's all about. We'll have to look at that in game and see more of what that's about. Anyways, So if Zalbar is present, he's also going to gain a bonus turn. Once per turn, mission assists when Zalbar uses an ability, and more things when Zalbar. It's just like Zalbar better stuff. I don't know if they had this. Oh, that's old final text. Okay, so the new final text. Okay, no, that was already the ability. Weird that they've got that typo. Anyways, I misread. So the new final text will be whenever Jedi Knight Revan or Satele Shan is in the leader slot, Bastila and the allied leader have 70%. Yeah, so it just includes the it includes Satele Shan into the added bonus added benefits from having one of those two in leader slot. And then when Darth Revan is on the enemy squad, Bastila gains advantage, retribution for the start at retribution for 1 turn at the start of Darth Revan. And then as for Mission Val, that's the old text. I don't really need to go through that. I think it's switching the data to... Or it might be adding an Omicron. Or I don't know. Anywho. So she's going to get 50% offense on her unique 2. If Zalbar's present, he also gains this bonus turn. And once per turn, mission assists when Zalbar uses ability. When Zalbar takes damage from an attack, mission gains offense for 2 turns. Stacking, of course. When mission deals damage to an enemy, Zalbar recovers 10% health. And then while in territory wars, if all allies are Old Republic and the leader is a Jedi, at the start of the battle, Mission Vow gains the Jedi faction tag. Okay. Pretty nice. So allowing her to be used in a Old Republic Jedi squad with Satele Shan. Kind of neat. And then all allies will gain 100 speed for 1 turn, and they are immune to cooldown reduction whenever mission uses basic ability. All allies gain riposte for 2 turns, and if Zalbar is not an ally at the start of the battle, mission's abilities are the leader are all consider the leader to be Zalbar. Zalbar is not an ally at the start of the battle. Mission's abilities all consider the leader. I'd have to reread. Mentions, let's look into that real quick. Look like it. So it's a new Omicron for Mission Vow, as well as let's just quick go through the Conquest stuff. Let me get that pulled up on here. I should have prepped this better. There we go. All right, so here is the Conquest. Let me get out of the way of that. There. Anywho, so Sector 1 is going to take 50 bonus turns. Wow, that is a horrible looking screenshot. It always is. It's always small. I'm trying to size it up for you guys, but we'll just go ahead and read through it real quick, just so that you guys can get the gist of it. Anyways, take 50 bonus turns in Sector 1. So these are all the 5 key card ones in Sector 1. 50 bonus turns, potency down 50 times, 10 battles with Silvo and Vane surviving, and then defeat 35 enemies with any on. As well as the mini-bosses win with Brutus, win with JMW, Master Mace, win with the full squad on Pirates on the boss, as well as win with only light side characters. So the Pirates one can be cheesed by just using whatever Pirates you have. Hopefully Enfys Nest. Enfys Nest is what makes it really easy. You just throw a couple of weak points on her. She'll stack up offense pretty quick, or counterattack still one-shotting everyone. That's how I tend to cheese those. Looks like we're ditching some gimmick. All of the gimmick. Okay, and then in Sector 2, you're going to have to win 10 battles with no tanks in your squad. Inflict daze 40 times. That should be really easy, since everybody should have Captain Rex. He's going to make that really easy for you. That's 8 battles at the maximum. Just use first or his second special to land daze on everyone. Easy. And then 10 battles with Omega Fugitive and Batcher surviving. If you have them low gear, you can tend to throw them in a raid team and get them to survive, usually by throwing, because that's what I did, is they stealth each other, at least Omega does. So as long as you have that ability upgraded and you throw whatever the teachings are on one of the two, they'll take generally less damage and give, that's how I've been doing it in the past. And then mini boss is buff immunity, 40 buff immunity, the last one for sector 2. And then mini boss is when without using any Jedi, so Hoki religions, everyone should be pretty familiar with that one, as well as one with a full squad of Spectre. And then the boss one with full squad of Old Republic, as well as one with 5 surviving. Those are all those feats so far are pretty easy. Sector 3, tenacity up 60 times. Win 10 battles with SME surviving. Okay, that one might be rough for some of you, as like me included, who don't have SME quite yet. And then, or SM30, I want to call him. 10 battles, no attackers, that's pretty easy. 10 battles with Forlom and Zuckuss. Everyone should have them. Pretty similar cheese, though they're not light side allies. So that one might be a little trickier. Just use something fast, maybe a healthy tank on there. Just do it on the Datacron battles. You don't need to necessarily, unless your Forlom and Zuckuss are upgraded a fair bit, you don't need to do them through the like regular track. It's obviously more efficient to do them there, but if you go back and farm them on the Datacron nodes, when you have more conquest, or when you have more of the data cards, can be pretty useful. And then in terms of bosses, we got win with Boss Nath surviving, win with Omega surviving, any version of Darth, or just regular Darth Vader, and then without using an Empire. All really easy so far. Sector 4, that's going to be one that a lot of people probably struggle with, is win 10 full battles with squads, or win 10 battles with full squad of pirates. I know I'll probably struggle with that one. I don't have a whole ton of relic pirates myself. Gain evasion up 60 times, not super hard. Win 10 battles with no tanks, also pretty easy. Win 10 battles with crosshairs, similar thing, just use. Win with kicks in your squad, win with dark side ally or dark side characters is the mini boss, and then the boss is win without using a DL and win with SLKR. So they tend to do that where they have those offsetting ones where they'll have win without something and win with something. That bill, pretty common. And then Sector 5, defeat 35 enemies with Gungans. That one is another one that people might struggle with a little bit. I know that I'm personally upgrading Gungans. I am throwing Lightspeed tokens. So that is one that you can probably skip if you don't have good Gungans, as well as defeat 35 enemies with droids. That should be pretty easy for most people. And then obviously hard mode stuff, so most people in hard mode should be able to do a lot of these. And then inflict defense down for 60 times, or to gain critical damage up 60 times. Also pretty easy. Mini boss, win with Zuckuss surviving, win without any bounty hunter. Pretty common. And then boss, win without any support units, as well as win with Pirate King Hondo. So all in all, this seems pretty possible for most people. A lot of these are not super heavy character dependent, characters that you might not have, as well as just most of the survival feats are pretty cheesable. And then let's get into the global feats. Quick to wrap this up. Defeat at least 250 enemies. That's just flat out, that happens all the time. That is just 100% of the time you're going to have that feat. And then inflict the evasion down 80 times, win with Keller and Beck in your squad. That's going to be really easy because everybody got the Keller and Beck Lightspeed token. Gain accuracy up 80 times. Insanely easy. And then win 20 battles with full squad of bounty hunters. That should be pretty easy. We'll also have the bounty hunter Lightspeed tokens coming out pretty soon. So, well, not pretty soon. I could probably find an exact date on that. Or you can look it up. Just look up 10th anniversary Lightspeed tokens. I don't necessarily have all of their dates on tap. It's the one, I think it's the 5th one, so that actually might. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to win with bounty hunters. And then to call allies with booming voice 60 times. So that's just what you get after doing the thing. I guess the defeat enemies on Golden Path is on key card? That's weird. I don't think we've had that before. Anyways, and gain profit 100 times, as well as that'll give you deployable cooling systems. So if you do get the Conquest Pass Plus, that is not a required feat. That will only give you one key card. So that's a way that you can get around it. is you'll get the deployable cooling systems from Conquest Pass Plus, and you can just complete a battle with that, get your 18 key cards, and get up. So, all in all, the global feats are really, really easy. It's surprisingly easy to just cheese profit with using like a Ithano team. Not that hard. You can use low gear stuff as long as you get a couple turns. Not a huge deal. And then you'll get the one for the title, which will be win battles with Janet Revan, Basta Shan, Jolie Bendo, and Juhani in your squad. The way to do that is just throw them under JML. And yeah, that's about all we have today. I mean, it's a lot of news. I've been yapping here for 30 minutes now. Time to just check real quick that we don't have any more news. Appreciate it if we don't have any more news. Boy. But, all in all, very cool day. Super happy to see all this. And, yeah, well, let's turn this off real quick. Well, it's a fun day in SWGOH. It's a fun day to be playing SWGOH. Getting Satele, Shan, and some Old Republic, and hopefully speculation, fingers crossed. Put on the little tinfoil hat, as Arnold would say. Maybe we'll get some more Old Republic soon. That'd be cool. Thank you, CG. Oh, we dog on them a little too much around here. But, you know what? I can recognize when they're doing some cool things. And they're doing some cool things. I'm super happy to see this. Anyways, to anybody who stuck around this long, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Seriously. Thank you for watching. If you did make it this far, go ahead and leave something in the comments. Tell me your favorite Star Wars character. That'd be a nice one. Yeah, tell me your favorite Star Wars character in the comments. And yeah, I will obviously see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.